Alright, hello everyone, welcome to SketchCraft Live, I'm Rob Dueñas, and welcome to Sketchers at Breakfast. So, what I'm going to be doing now is some morning practice. Comic-Con is nearing, and at cons, I really don't have the opportunity to sit around and draw the way I like to do. So I have to sort of work on my con drawing. One way that I do this is just to work on basic body types and get myself familiar. So this is some cheap 3-hole paper. Let's not waste any of our good art paper on this. And the goal here, put on some tunes here. The goal here is just to kind of say, the average paper size at con is about 8.5 by 11. So all I'm going to do is start by giving me a border. You can draw one out, you can cut one out, trace it if you want. I'll just sketch it. And then I'm just going to start drawing some generic body types, kind of trying to fit them. Into the goal with this practice right now is not. First off, I normally don't talk when I do this, so bear with me here, folks. It's not to actually sit around saying this will be the Punisher, this will be, I don't know, whatever, Superman or whatever. I mean, I really don't want to take it that far. I just want to. So someone was asking me the other night, hey, you ever just go for it? You just sit down and sketch? And it's like, well, yeah, but it doesn't really produce my best results. So cons are like the place where a lot of that happens, and it's not how I prefer to. Some artists are great at that. Yeah. So very quickly, 4 minute. Let's just quickly use the kneaded eraser. When I'm sketching just like this, just kind of warming up, I like to kind of put a few sheets of paper underneath to kind of soften the paper up a little bit. So you're not drawing against a hard surface. Why don't we use a... when you're just doing generic figure sketching, the upside of this is you can always save them. Always be like, that was a good sketch. I could fit this character and I could fit that character into there. I could work this art style into there. I'm gonna try some different body types here in a minute. Yeah, you know, I think the ballpoint is probably gonna be a little too much of a pain. I'm really looking at speed here. We'll go with the Sharpie. I'll just block that hand in, right? So I don't give myself too much time to think about it. Yeah, but the thing here is to think three-dimensionally as much as possible. So, yeah, you can draw. Right there, 7 minutes, right? If only I could lightboard at con, you know? Get a light board and fucking go right over their stuff. For me, art's a iteration. There's some artists that are really good at just sitting down and blowing out fucking amazing, you know, stuff in one shot, you know. I'm more of like I like to work the process. So, all right, that's one. Let's try one. Let's try another one. Let's try more of a, I don't know, let's try a bulkier type. I'm in the mood to draw the heavy artillery today, right? So let's try maybe a, I don't know. Let's try a bulkier type. Like, I don't know how many giant fat superheroes there are, but whatever. Maybe it'd be like a thing, right? Like a thing, or even a less muscular Hulk type, just like a bulky. That's an idea. Not the biggest fan of it. Can try that again. Maybe different. Let's just try a big shape this time. I don't know what the hell that'd be, but that's an idea. See, normally I would kind of squish it, and I can... Well, sometimes you don't get it all in the first sketch. So I've done 2 sketches I'm not that greatly happy with, but we can take this. Let's grab a couple sheets of paper here. And let's just refine it a little bit. Just grab the kneaded eraser. Let's work quickly, because I don't want to be doing this for an hour. Work quickly, let's do. At the 13-minute mark, let's try to do this for another 15 minutes. This is really good just to work on your mind and proportioning. You know, may not seem like a lot of fun, but people always ask me, "Hey man, how do you get real good?" It's like, well, this is one of those many things. Warm up. This is too big. See, now it's kind of falling out of proportion. Starting to become bigger and bigger, and that's not what we need to do. The mind will start to wander off the page. So let's try this one more time, and then we can get a girl in, and then wrap up the warm up. Let's just draw. Try and get a little bit more control, right? All right, cons. I'll be watercoloring, so you gotta kind of get through the posing as quick as humanly possible. I can't use pens when I'm doing this because I have to use the waterproof ink. So the trick is to get very comfortable and to kind of have a lot of go-to poses kind of in your head, body types. So over the next few days, over the next few weeks, actually, I'll be doing a lot of this. Where'd I put my pen? Probably be helpful to have that. Wow, where'd it go? Did it fall? Oh, no, there it is. It's black on one side. So, you could use this as a Hulk type, a Thing type, a Kingpin type, Doomsday, Darkseid, Apocalypse. You're like heavier guys. The world's worst drawn Wonder Woman. I mean, that's possible. Probably be wise tomorrow or Sunday to bust out a couple robot types just in case some asshole goes, draw me a Transformer. I usually say no. Because it can eat up a lot of time at cons. But you never know. Hey, what's up, Artie Goon? What's up? Just warm-up sketching. Generic figure warm-up sketching for cons. We're going to do one more here at the 21-minute. So we got a couple, decent ones we can kind of... Let's try a female type, right? I'll find that when I'm sketching critically, like when I'm drawing something kind of mechanical or technical, in this case, very technical, just, form construction, I tend to close my left eye. So you have a dominant eye? I guess my right eye is my dominant eye. We like the kneaded eraser. It is our friend. We might have room for 2 of these. Yeah, we do make dumb faces when we draw. I make like an angry face, people tell me. You look angry. Like, I'm fucking concentrating. I'm throwing a fireball out here, you know? When Ryu tosses a fireball out, he doesn't look happy. It's not that he's angry, he's just concentrating. You know, you can start to bank these poses, you know? Scan them in, save them, keep reference with you when you're at cons so you can look at your own poses. You know, when they see artists looking at reference, even if it's their own layout, they go, is that cheating? And it really drives me crazy because it's like, I make up a lot of my stuff from my head, you know, like based on years of studying life. But a lot of the artists that draw super realistic, they're drawing straight from photos. You know, people don't consider that cheating. Well, you look at a life. Well, like I'm looking at my own art. Like when I come to these stupid cons, I don't like sitting here stressing about what to draw. I'd rather have, a bunch of my own go-to picks. Like I said, this is something I've had to learn how to do. I'm not like I wasn't that kid that was like busting out the world's greatest art in class. I just kept at it. We'll do one more, and then we'll wrap it up. Let's try one more. Another girl pose, right? Let's flip it. Make the box a little smaller. don't know why that threw me off there for a second. Probably wasn't a good initial. Kind of pushing the upper limits of the page there. It's never good. So you want to bring that down a little further. You can get it on Amazon, man. Stetler, lead holder. They have them at Amazon. The inventory at stores suck, right? And now we'll use the kneaded eraser and we will wrap up the construction. Yeah, and call that a win. Grab the Sharpie. I used to get so frustrated when I was in art school because, you know, most of the kids that I was at school with, they would just sit and draw. Like, they would just look at shit and just fucking could draw, like, everything just perfectly. You know, and I used to always have to kind of, like, break it down into shapes and reconstruct and light board, print out a copy, and I used to think, man, it's because I suck, you know. Then I'm like, well, as I've gotten older, I'm like, no, that's just how I draw, man. Like, it's okay, you know. You gotta really compare yourself to yourself, you know, not what everyone else is up to. It's okay if other people are better than you too. Doesn't mean you can't find a place in the world. There's always someone better. You know? Once I stopped caring about that and got on with my own process and how I can improve my own work, then life got a lot more fun. But it does happen to all of us. All right, so 30 minutes, right? Four poses. heavy type, kind of a super type, and two cute girl types. Right? All right, strong girl and like a, I don't know. Hey, let's do this. And a couple we threw away, right? The ones that I didn't really like. This one, which just is not really dynamic, and this one, which just is going way off the page. So something to be said about control. Yeah, I find it a little bit easier to either do straight on, top looking down, you know, especially with con poses, because it keeps, when the perspective gets really big towards the end of the page, it can blow the image out, you know, and I'd prefer control. So, all right, folks, plenty more drawing to do today. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, let the videos ingest, then we're going to come back and we are going to draw Morrigan, and then we're going to draw, if we got time, no, we're going to draw Morrigan, because I don't have time. Well, let's draw Wolverine when I get back, because I need to take time with Morgan. I got an hour. So let's give it 5 minutes, and we'll be back real soon.